Welcome back. It's the 0 to 100 podcast. I am your host, William Walker Jr. And on tonight's episode, as promised, it's the conclusion to the conversation that I had with my friends that were made through social media. We get into the pros and cons of the app that we built our friendship through, mainly Blue Sky. And as I had stated before, there's two versions of the 0 to 100 podcast now. What I'm posting here on YouTube and the audio format that you've come to know and love. So if you hadn't seen part one of Why Can't We Be Friends, go check that out. Also, I will be posting the video portion of the rest of this episode later, which will be a review of some of the observations that have been being reported about Cowboys OTAs this past week, as well as a pleasant difference that I'm seeing with the Cowboys this offseason. And finally, there will be the return of the segment, What Am I Watching? There's been some new shows that have come out this last week and some other shows that I got caught up on, and I wanted to talk about that here. So you're watching and listening to the 0 to 100 podcast. It's episode 156. So much to say. Let's go.
Like
How somebody
password.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like these are password security questions here. Like, what are we
exactly.
doing?
Exactly. So all right. This next question I have, and this applies. It's mainly to Thomas, Yogi, and Veli because Christina, I actually told you about Blue Sky. You never got on there. You actually
Yeah.
probably made the right call by not doing that.
Oh my god.
Because it's like it's so different now to me. Anyway, I mean, I'm still on there. I still enjoy it for the most part. But
I'm glad for you.
Yogi, I know you're going. Belly, I know you're going. Thomas, I still see you every now and then. But so I will ask you, like, what are the pros of apps like Blue Sky? And then what are the cons? Or even and so for Chris, you're not on there, but like you could say the pros of Twitter, the pros of Facebook, because I know you're still on there. But Veli, I know you've been waiting for this question. I'll let you go ahead and kick it off.
Fuck that app, first of all. But not in like the sense where I absolutely hate it. It's just I feel like that app could be better. It's the people that are on there and the way that they're going about being on there. They think that they're on there because they think they're better than the people that are on Twitter.
Yes.
And they're not. And they're showing it. Like
Oh,
every
you
day.
preaching right now. You
Like
preaching right
every
now.
day they show that they are not better than the people on Twitter. They are the people from Twitter just on Blue Sky. This is Twitter Junior.
Preach.
And so I wish they would just realize that and just kind of just, drop the I'm better than everybody else. We don't do this here, but instead we kind of do. We kind of do. We bully everybody. We have like they have
Self-righteous
like a one
bullying.
track mind. Everybody does the same thing. One person follows, a group of people who talk about the same stuff and they want to go after one person and then everybody's going after them and nobody kind of can say anything to certain people about what they're doing on there and without there being backlash. And it's crazy to me. It's I think it's like a much smaller pool because I was only on Black Sky. I don't know what the hell else they're doing on the rest of the Blue Sky.
Mhm.
But on Black Sky I just think it's such a small pool of people,
Yes.
where it's kind of like a toxic relationship, honestly. And I think you can find community there and find like-minded people there. That's what makes it good about it instead of like Twitter, where it's just way too many people. People have been on there for years. I've been on Twitter for since '09. I've had my Twitter since '09. Like I've been talking to absolutely nobody probably since '09. Like I just tweet into the ether and it just goes. But on Blue Sky, if I tweet, people will talk to me. People will say stuff. They will, inbox me. They want to be my friend. Like they will actually interact with me. On Twitter, I didn't have that, and I was fine with that. I never thought nothing of it. Like I never thought, like, hey, I wish people would just respond to me. Like I never thought that. I was just like, this is just what I do on here. I'm just tweeting my thoughts. On Blue Sky, you can tweet what you have to say, and people will respond. They will say things to you. They want to be your friends. They will engage with you. And so I think that's a good thing, but
Mhm.
people take it too far. People love attention, and I think they're crazy. Because you can never get me to love the validation of people who I can't see every day or speak to in my real life and who don't actually know me. Like that's never going to be my thing. So I think the people on there think that, you know, this is their they have a facade. I'm not even gonna lie. They have this
Mm-hmm.
is their persona online.
Yes.
This is not
Yes.
who they are in real life, and I can 100% guarantee you that that whoever they are on Blue Sky is not who they are in real life. Like nobody's
Wow.
gonna think that they are the same person if they see what they're doing on Blue Sky versus what they do in real life. And I feel like that's a big ego boost for a lot of people because, like I said, this is a much smaller pool of people,
Yeah.
which is why people who I shall not name are easily to go from one app to another and then to another once, you know, bad shit happens to them.
Ooh, this sounds like some tea in here. Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Dog,
people getting
listen,
packed up and
listen.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna have
So
to tell me
I
this.
think I think the cons are you can find some good people on there, but it's probably going to be through a lot of bullshit. And that's why I'm not on that app anymore. Like it's actually really draining to be on that app daily. There's nothing but drama daily and it's so small. I see it every day.
I,
Every other hour there is something new happening and I can't. I just need them to relax. Like get offline and I don't need you even to touch grass. Do something else. Go get a job. Go get a hobby. Like, I know people say touch grass and they think that you literally mean go outside and touch the ground. No, I mean go outside and actually do something with your life outside of social media. Like, do something. Please, because you cannot be this chronically online all day to the point where you're fighting and now you're depressed and sad. Like,
I
I
just,
can't do that.
or
I think,
Damn.
irritated. Like that was my thing. I would just be so
Yes.
annoyed, you know, and I'm just like, okay, I've got
Yes.
to like this is I've told William this before, but I talked to my therapist about it. You know, I would talk to my therapist about it, and she's like, social media is a funhouse distortion.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's it. That's it right there. Funhouse distortion. You know, because you
Yes.
think you know who people are,
mhm.
and that's really not and like you said, Valley, they're presenting their persona or their facade. You're not really getting that real person. You know, it is. It's like a funhouse mirror distortion.
Yeah,
Or it can be, you know.
yeah. I think like the other thing that you touched on, Belly, that I've spoken to you about it before. Is like the pool is so small. Like the pool is so small, and that is like the thing where it's like you do one thing, and everybody knows about. Where it's like, yeah, in Twitter you just post something and it disappears. Like
Right.
it's not even a thought about it, or even
One
on
in a
Facebook.
million chance somebody will
Yeah,
see it.
it's like on Facebook, like the only people that really see it is my friends or the people that I actually
Mhm.
interact with. Um, but it's like, yeah, if I do if I do something on Blue Sky and it just blows up, like Thomas, I had you on and we literally talked about AI.
Oh yeah, in the pack that you got.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that was
Not you
bad.
spoke about AI on
because
the app.
like we talked about it because I had never, I mean, it's been a couple times I became the main character on there. Um, but I was not quite prepared for what was coming. Like when I posted like an AI generated image on there, and it was like,
Put
sweet
you on the
Lord,
jumbo
like what
screen real quick.
you would have thought I posted a video of me shooting nuns. Uh, the way people was reacting to that thing, and I was like,
Okay, I'm not on Blue Sky, so you guys got to tell me. Like, so what happened? What did you
all right.
post?
So I'll do a quick.
Well,
I'll try.
first you got to tell her about how there's hot topics, depending
So
on the day.
yeah, it's like typically like
Getting on
there's
the hour.
yeah, because the
Yes.
pool is so small. It's like you one person does something and some person will see it and then they'll respond to it and then everybody's responding to it because they see it. So what happened
Hmm.
was is
And then
Black
you get
History
put on the
Month.
jumbotron.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. That's what it's called. It's being put on the jumbotron. So it was Black History Month, and everybody typically changes their profile pic to put on like a goofy and laser eyes. And I remember last year I saw somebody showed you how to do the edit. I was like, oh, that's cool. So other people was asking how to do it, and I was just doing it for them. Like I was taking their picture, putting the thing in there. And so I was doing like a ton of people. Like they would ping me or message or hit me and be like, hey, do me or whatever. And so I thought it was funny. And so I thought, oh man, I feel like the Black Santa. I'm throwing koofies on everybody, right? So I sat there and said, you know what? I want to get a picture of a guy throwing koofies out of a sack. I think that's funny, right? And so in my I remember I was Googling images and I couldn't find anything that was the Photoshop. And I said, I remember we had used Chat GPT to do like some funny images of the things that my mom says, like for her birthday party. I was like, oh, that was fun. And I just was like, it's harmless and I'm just gonna put it out there, right? So I asked for a image of a man throwing koofies from a sack, right? And so I got the image, I posted it because I thought it was funny. And most of the people at first thought it was funny because they were like, oh, it's hilarious, right? Look at Black people and stuff like that. Next thing I know, someone's like, this is AI.
And it just takes that one fucking person. It takes one person.
And then it was like, everybody was like, cool. Then it transition from this is AI to this nigga hates the Black community. Stone him. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Seriously?
it got crazy. And here's the craziest thing about that to me was that like other people were also posting AI. Shit was clearly AI and not getting backed up like that. And it was like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
It just be taking one person to say something, and now you getting jumped for nothing.
Exactly.
And then they take it to the extreme. And it don't never stay in the one space where you are doing AI and that's bad. But no, now it's you hate Black people. Like,
yes, exactly. It never stays into that one space. It always has to be disproportionate somehow. And like what I was saying, it all depends on the day of the damn week. Because one day on Blue Sky, the topic of the thing that we're going to beat down today is AI. We're going to talk just no AI ever. You post anything, you're getting stoned, and then the next day it's something else.
Yeah, and the thing that was so funny to me, and I messaged Belly about it, honestly, because like I posted that, and then the next, I swear to God, it couldn't have been like 2 days later, where like all these popular memes that you regularly see people share was like AI changed to look like Black people, where you had like, you know what I mean, like you had like the Barbie meme where it was a Black person, the Leo DiCaprio from Django to look like a Black person, and it's like, and people was posting that, and I'm sitting there texting Billy, I'm like, you see this shit? I'm like, this ain't nobody stoning them. They just ain't nobody saying nothing. I was like, they jumped me for a freaking Koofy pick. And I'm like, ain't nobody saying nothing at all. I was like, this is bullshit.
Somebody did say something to me when I posted it, and I just did not care because, like, shut up. Like, I didn't even generate it, first of all, which means it was already generated. So that word was already used. Leave me alone. Like, don't jump me about something somebody else generated, please. Like, take it somewhere else. But that's what they do. They just like to
pile up on their hands. They have too much time on their hands.
Yeah, too much time.
So outraged.
Go get you a hobby. Get you a job, because never mind. Like, get you a job.
The thing that bothers me about it most is that it comes off often as faux outrage. It's like, I'm just mad because everybody else is mad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this is what we're all saying that we're
bunch of following.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not exactly it's kind of like groupthink.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. Herd mentality. Crazy.
Yeah, the herd mentality. It would be more accurate.
Really bad on there.
Yes.
So Thomas, I'm
I'm glad
sorry.
I didn't get on.
Yeah, well, it's
You
I mean
should
it's
be.
like that. That's the negative. There are pros to it as well, but Thomas, I'll let you answer the pros and cons of apps like Blue Sky.
I feel like pro wise, I mean, it's just like I don't have to worry about goddamn Nazis and like arguing with Nazis for like ad infinitum, because that's what used to happen to me on Twitter. I would go viral kind of constantly, like because I talked about political stuff, especially whenever they tweak the algorithm. So anytime you say anything positive, here comes a Nazi about the Bushes, ready to like kind of pounce on you.
Yeah,
I don't get that in Blue Sky. You can nuclear block all the Nazis, so I don't have to worry about that. There are other things,
Mhm.
like like I said, I don't like the pylons. I don't like the what I'm saying, like kind of the negative engagement. Somebody said the other day there are 35 people on that app. And it's kind of right. Like,
Basically.
you know what I mean? Like it's just like there's so few people kind of engaging with each other that you don't really get like that kind of like you don't really get, if you miss a thing that's happening, just forget it. Like you're gonna have to go back like hours just to find out what everybody's even talking about. And sometimes it's like, why that wasn't worth me finding out. I could
yeah.
have
You gotta have a
Mm.
network of a Skyline detectives. Like I have a network of detectives that usually let me know what's going on.
Yeah, and that's kind of the negative of it. But like I kind of came on there just to get away from that really highly polarizing and divisive environment. And I feel like I've kind of stumbled into another one, but it's just different. And I don't like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like that any social media you go to. Like if you go on Threads, you're not escaping. Like
Right.
it's gonna be the exact same way. And
Yeah.
Facebook is just like, if you got a problem with AI, don't go to over there.
That's the odds, but
This
boy.
place is overrun. Like like I don't think anything on there is real anymore. So it's like
That's
there's
because
gonna
everybody
be
60 and up is over there. They don't know the difference for sure.
exactly.
No,
So
no.
like there's always like some kind of negative thing no matter where you go. And I think you just gotta
Mhm.
know why you're on there. And I'm on there just to like, post my mashups and tell jokes and shit. So it's fine for me. Like whatever people are doing, if I can choose to engage with it or just kind of let it pass me by and then look at drop your favorite jam from whatever year. All right. That's fine with
Mhm.
me. I'll put one of those up. Hopefully people vibe to it. Hopefully maybe they won't. It is what it is.
Hearing what everyone is
Yeah,
saying
I think
about
you
it.
kind of got like.
Sorry, I don't know who's. Did I
No,
cut you
go
off?
ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I just saying, just hearing what you guys are saying about Blue Sky. That's why I'm just like, when they talk about like the next social media craze, like I'm not with it because I'm just like the cesspool moves to each
Yes.
social media
Mhm.
app. It was Facebook, and then it went to Twitter, and then it went to IG, and then it went to this, and then that, and then it's the same thing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. So it's like,
Mhm.
what's the point of joining?
The only thing I will say that was like a really constant great thing about social media versus like just getting your news traditionally was that the stuff happened faster. Like I would hear
Yeah,
about stuff on Twitter way before I would hear about it on the news, and
yeah,
that was great. You kind of don't really have that on Blue Sky as much, but there is more of that because
yeah.
like reporters who went over there who are like on top of things. So you get that news a little bit faster.
Have you
And so you can like, I like that.
have you
Go
all
ahead, Val.
deleted your Twitter? Like deleted it out of existence?
So I deleted mine like election night. I was
Yeah,
out of
I
there.
deleted mine too.
I don't go. I have it, but I don't go on there at all
Mm.
because it's a cesspool. It's like as soon
Hmm.
soon as even before election, when Homeboy took it over, I was like, oh, here we go. And next thing you
Yep.
know, all I see is the N word, Lynch, 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 Lynch. And I'm like,
Gosh.
wow, this is crazy.
So
So I don't mess with
yeah,
Twitter like that.
I still have my Twitter. I wasn't on there as much, but I still
Mm.
have it. And the reason I still have it is because of the Cowboys. So
Mm.
Oh my God.
Of
Yeah,
course.
the sport
because
game is not where it's at on Blue Sky.
because I'm like I'm not as active on there like I used to be, but
Mhm.
if I need Cowboys news or if I need to know what's going on, I do go there
Mhm.
because it's I get the information quick. And I'm like, and especially in terms of like when I'm trying to understand film breakdowns. Like there's a lot of really good people that break down film on Twitter for who follow the Cowboys. Now a lot of them, some of them tried to come to Blue Sky, but it's not the same. It's not the same thing. And so it's like, so they were on there for a little bit and then they really just pretty much went right back to Twitter. And so like the only time that I'm actually on there is deal like when the draft was going on, I was heavy on there because I was trying to figure out what the Cowboys was going to do. But yeah, it is such like the positive I would say from something like Blue Sky, for example, for me is I get to create my experience on there. So it's like, and it's like Veli actually helped me a great deal. Like when I went through the AI thing, because it was just like, if I don't give a F about it, then it really doesn't matter. Like I don't really care. Like it was almost like
anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when a bunch of people went on a mass blocking spree of me where they blocked me and stuff, right? I was like, cool. Because one, I don't effing interact with you anyway. So if you block me and I don't have to see you or you don't get to see my stuff, cool. Like you did me the favor. And so like that's the attitude I take about it. Like, cause before it's like I used to care and be like, oh, why this person blocked me or why are these people blocking me? I don't understand. What did I do? But then it was like, no, I don't really give a F because it's like I don't really rock with you. Like the people that I'm cool with on there that I interact with and I'm cool with them. And it's like yeah, there's a handful of them that I've actually made friends with. Like, you know, we're gonna hang out one day. Like I still plan on actually meeting you in person. Like Veli, I know I'm gonna meet you in person one day. Yogi, I know I'm gonna meet you in person one day. But like these are people that I've actually befriended and made cool with on there. So like from that aspect of it, in terms of like making some actual friends, like that's the positive from it. I do think it's high comedy as well. Like there's typically I laugh at least a good half a dozen times from something on there. Like my wife is constantly she'll look at me, she go, what are you laughing at? And it's usually like something that I don't see on Blue Sky where it'd be like a funny meme, or like my meme game is going off the charts ever since I got on Blue Sky. So but yeah, no, like that's the one positive, or that's the positive of it. Like I do think you can find some, and it's like Veli said, like if you meet some actual genuine people that are actually on there, I like, because I will say this, and like Chris, when you were talking about, do you like what's the tea or what's tea? Like there is a lot of tea on there. I mean, it's funny to me.
Too much.
But that's what I was about to
Way
say.
too
Like
much.
it's too much because the pool is so small. Because I will say this, like there was an incident, and I texted Veli about it. I texted Yogi about it, even though Yogi's not even on there anymore. Actually, Veli's not even on there right now. But I texted her because I do think the incident that took place on there a couple of weeks ago was so kind of funny, but it also perfectly captured what's cool about that, but what's also bad about it. Where it was like because Thomas said, sometimes people say it's like 35 people in there, and because there are certain accounts that are rather popular for some reason.
Truly.
Like sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But it was one person's account on there that was super popular. Like this dude was super popular. I didn't get it. And it was kind of funny because I had him muted for like, because you can mute somebody and you don't see that person. Like you don't interact with them, you don't see them. And so I had muted him because my impression that I got from him, I always felt like he was a panderer. Like I felt like he was like the type of person that just constantly panders to women, but he doesn't actually believe what he says. Like he's just like almost like he's like the dude who's like on the sideline, like you go girl, you tell her girl, like you do that, like that's just that's the
But it's
vibe.
true though. But
that's the
true.
vibe I got from him. I just felt like he was fake, and I just was like, but
sounds like Derek Jackson.
I think he was trying to be liked because he was not on the other app. He left that one, so he came to this one to create a new personality. And that's what it was.
And
And
I
so,
think that a lot, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I think that that's not uncommon for people to
no,
do.
It's
I
Delete
don't
not.
one
think it
It's
app
not
is.
and
at
start
all.
another persona on another
Yep.
app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
agree.
that
That
was,
is totally
or the
what they
thing that
do.
was, I'm sorry, the thing that was crazy about it. So there was an incident that happened, right? Somebody got on there, they brought his name up, and because he's a popular account on there, he had a lot of defenders. And everybody jumped on this one person, was like, "Oh, why are you coming at this guy? This guy don't do anything. He's a good person." Blah 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 blah. And then, like, you come to find out, like, well, no, he's not who he pretended to be, or he wasn't as great as he wanted to be. And then it was like,
Looking silly.
it's like it was almost like, it reminded me like the Dark Knight line where Harvey Dent was like, you live long enough to, like, you live as a hero long enough to become the villain or whatever. And it was like,
Die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become
exactly, you die a hero or live
Yep.
long enough to become the villain. And it was like at some point it turned, because like his stuff got exposed, and then for some reason I don't even understand what his thinking was. He started DMing people to like apologize for, like, I'm sorry I disappointed you. And they're like,
Did he come back? Has he been back?
no. And he,
Oh.
because he ended up deleting his account, but it was like everybody like that was at one point fighting for him literally turned on him to the point where it's like they was literally like calling this nigga ugly. And that's like,
Oh yeah, somebody called him a pit bull in a tracksuit, didn't
Bruh,
they?
they
What?
had
I can't.
they had him pictured with so many dogs. You.
it
I thought
was
that was
wild.
crazy. That was a crazy situation. I wasn't on Blue Sky for that, but I was on there from when it started, and then I had ended up leaving and still was seeing like minutes in the aftermath of it all. Um, and that's the thing about social media. Like you come on there and thinking that you can only keep up the facade for so long. He's been on there
Yeah.
probably we were all on there for like a year and a half, almost a half
Mm-hmm.
all together. And so again, you can only keep that fakeness up for so long. It will eventually falter. And there was only 35 people on there. So like you doing shady shit is gonna catch up to you really quickly when there's not
Yep.
that many people to catch you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's the bad thing about it. um Newer social media apps, because on Twitter that shit probably would have never happened because there's way too many people on there.
Yeah.
But he left Twitter because he couldn't be on Twitter no more. Nobody fucked with him on Twitter, so he went to Blue Sky. Now nobody fucks with him on Blue Sky, and he's moved on to Threads. Good luck to him on there.
He sounds like that guy Derek Jackson a couple years ago. I don't know if y'all remember him, where he was giving this woman the dating advice from his car.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, and then he was acting like he was like this holier than thou dude, and then he
yeah.
ended up being a slut. It's like he was cheating on his wife left and right
Oh
and
my
left and right,
God.
I
and he
remember that.
finally got
Yeah.
exposed. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. That guy, like we just, yeah.
It was wild. It was wild though. It was crazy. But all right, I'll let you guys go on this last question. And again, I appreciate your time, but so like it's been discussed, a lot of you guys have taken breaks from social media. What is it that leads you to take the breaks from it? And do you ever find yourself feeling like you're ever going to get back to the same level of engagement that you used to be? And Thomas, I'll let you kick it off.
Whenever I take a break from social media, it's just like there's an overwhelming quality about the world right now and everything kind of
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just generally, I don't know how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe personally shit might be okay, but just generally, the world is a really shit place. And there's a lot of tourism online. And so I'm already feeling some kind of way. And I don't like, oh, yeah, you're right, man. Everything sucks ass. Like, we should all do so. Nobody's talking about like trying to really do anything about it. Everybody's kind of wallowing in the misery. And that I need to get away from that. I can't have that. Like, I already struggle with depression in my own personal life. I don't need that compounding it. So I think like getting away from it is healthy, and just kind of going out and, as they say, touch grass is healthy for me time to time. Um,
Mhm.
so that's why I do it.
Mhm.
I like, and I feel like you really just because of the state where everything is, you kind of just need to find like pick and choose what you want from there, like a salad bar. I'm looking for comedy, I'm looking for jokes, I'm looking for a movie. I want to hear if this movie was good. I want to see a cool edit. I want to hear some good music,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of limits what else you're going to kind of get into because you're not. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to kind of getting into that, especially if you leave Black Sky out, which I don't recommend you do. It's terrible. He's the most depressing place that you've ever been in your life. So like there's a that quality of like I just want to have a good time. That's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to limit me from kind of talking about like engaging with political news or any of the other kind of stuff that we're getting bombarded with every day, and that's kind of
Mhm.
where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris.
So I haven't like taken a break per se. What I started to do was really filter out things that I just don't want to see. Like Thomas said, like the world is a very ugly place. And so it's like I'm trying to use social media as a little bit of a way of an escape from that. So I filter a lot of things. During COVID is when I really started had to filter a lot of things because people were just posting the dumbest things like a gargle with with warm water and salt and you can get rid of COVID. No, like seeing stupid things like that, I'm just like, oh my God, people are really gonna like giving, you have people who failed high school science giving out medical advice. That blew my mind at that point. So it was around then when I had to start like, unfriending people, muting people, filtering things out. So I tried to keep mine. Anything about Harry Potter, anything about cats, animals, dogs, whatever. I try to make it light, bright. Every once in a while some things kind of like sneak in. But for the most part, I just really just try to filter it out. I tried to make it I don't want to say like a happy place, but I definitely try to get rid of a lot of the noise. The one place that I'm having a hard time getting rid of the noise is Instagram. I'm having a hard time filtering that out. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of times I just spend my time looking at all the reels that people send me and then I send them out to people and that's what I do. Um yeah, and on Facebook, people just I don't really post on Facebook anymore. People will just tag me. I'll scroll through Facebook, but I don't engage. Especially a couple years ago where, Facebook, you can literally say the N word hard R and it's fine. But if you call a white person trailer trash, they'll ban you. I was like, forget this crap. So that's
Yeah.
another reason why I'm just like, I kind of look at it a little bit and that's it. I spend most of my time now on TikTok. That's what I spend
Mm.
most of my TikTok. TikTok. And again, keep it to funny stories. Keep it to, whatever latest trends. Like right now, everybody's talking about the Mackenzie Shirilla, Drive from Hell. So like that's all I'm seeing that's what I want to see. I don't want to see anymore anything about Donald Trump and his fake assassination attempts. Like I'm over it. So I just try to keep it as light as possible with a few things trickled in.
Mhm. Okay. Yogi.
Um, what was the question again?
Uh, you've taken like what is it that
Oh, my break.
leads? Yeah, and yeah, what leads you to your breaks? And do you ever see
Um,
yourself going back?
like I said, I just felt like I was in a place emotionally where it just wasn't a good place for me to be on social media because I
Mm-hmm.
was in need of community, and that is not the kind of community I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just, just like, okay, I'm just gonna take a break, and I just haven't come back yet. And I do, but there are some people there that I miss. And then, like you said, like the jokes. I mean, there are some really funny people um on Blue Sky. But I don't know, maybe if I'm in a different place where I could just, log on maybe once a week, once or twice a week for a couple minutes a day, get a couple laughs in and log off,
Mm-hmm.
it maybe I may return. But I don't think I'm there yet.
Okay. Valley.
Um, what prompts me to take like my social media breaks? I was like, I use social media as like escapism to my detriment at a point. And so I don't really like to go back to that place where I feel like I'm using social media to like escape my life. But I
Mm-hmm.
also don't feel like I'm entrenched in social media to where I am involved in everything and everything is making me feel away, and I don't like to, take on the emotions of whatever is going on the timeline or whatever is
Mm-hmm.
happening, regardless of if it's political or not. And so I think my last straw really is just with why I left Blue Sky. I literally deleted my profile. Like, I'm not gonna get it back. Like, I didn't deactivate it. I deleted it. um was I just it just was a week of just stuff back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And it's always like that, and I've never seen it not like that on there. And that just taken the joy out of, interacting with people for fun for me, because every
Mm-hmm.
2 seconds now everybody's attention is on something negative.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just my Twitter is basically like pop culture. I don't see any of the crazy shit that people see all the time. I don't see any of that. So I would just if I scroll on my Twitter, it's just people just saying silly things or pop culture things, and I'll just go on Twitter or TikTok, and that's where I'll spend most of my time on TikTok. I'd rather just be there laughing at videos than to be on Blue Sky engaging in negativity every other hour because somebody said something that somebody doesn't like and now it's blown up to hell. And I don't have time for that. And so I just kind of left the app because again, it's a really small pool of people and it's hard to get them out of that cycle. It's a very bad cycle over there. Um and some of the people are really nice and have I followed them on Instagram and stuff like that. I don't really be on there either. Um I'll post a picture every once in a blue moon, but I'm not like super engaged with people on Instagram either. I'll just be on TikTok and I'm just watching funny videos because I don't want to be on social media and it have me feeling away. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'll leave there. I probably won't get back on Blue Sky like to be engaged with and or to engage with the content on there, just because like I said, it's just too much, always something happening, and it's always negative. It's never like if it's positive it'll probably get overshadowed with something negative within the next 10 minutes, and I don't really vibe with that. Like I said, my Twitter was never like that. I've never felt like that on my Twitter. I did leave Twitter because I felt like after the election, I was like, this is just not the place I really want to be. And I
Yeah.
don't engage over there. And so if I do go over there, like I said, it's just a scroll or it's because somebody sent me a tweet and I'm gonna view it.
Mm-hmm.
But um I'm not gonna I don't know. Those social media platforms I'm probably just gonna stay away from until people can get their life together. Honestly, like I just feel like people are just in a bad way right now, and that has a lot to do with what's going on in the world and people's mental health and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do wish people to get better. I want them to get better, but they have to get off social media, I feel
Mm,
like, to do that,
indeed.
Yeah, I
and have
Mm-hmm.
to
agree.
find community outside of
Yep.
that. And they're not going to do that because it's easier to turn to social
Yep.
media. And so I will
Yeah.
do that myself. I will just get off social media myself and get better for myself because I can't do it for everybody else.
Yeah. No. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time, and I really enjoyed this conversation. I come to find that I think what you just like, even how you just ended it, there, Veli, is like I think like it's good to take breaks. I think you definitely have to. The most important thing is to build community, and how you build your community is, I think, will greatly affect how you view things and how you handle things from even from a social media standpoint. And it's like you can craft your own experience, and I think that's the most important thing is like you craft your own experience on what you want to do with it. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I know this will not be the last time. Although I don't know if I want to have Thomas and Christina back because they're haters and they,
Hating on what? Hey, we don't hate it. We're just telling you the truth, and you can't handle the
Whatever,
truth.
watch
Keep it honest.
if you watch it, I
I don't need to watch that
it from an
hot mess again. I
entertainment
watched it one
standpoint,
time, and that's
it's
all
a
I
t-
needed to
that's your
watch it one
problem.
time.
It's a
I
top
don't need to watch it again.
5
It was terrible the
halftime
first time.
performance.
It was the first. It
Top
was
5.
terrible the first time.
No, it
It was
wasn't.
terrible
It
the
was
first
great.
time.
It was great.
No.
Christina, you're terrible. You have terrible taste. Terrible taste. Belly, go ahead and watch it, and you can text me and let me know that I was right.
Yeah, I will. Oh wow. Okay.
I'm mad you muted me.
But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your experience on the 0 to 100 podcast, and I hope this isn't the last time.
No, this was great. I'm
Won't
looking
be.
forward to the next time.
You know, I'll be back here again, man. I don't know.
I'll be back.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
You too.
bye.
So that's going to do it for the first part of episode 156. Again, be on the lookout for the second part, which would be some Cowboys talk, as well as what have I been watching. That will be posted shortly as the part 2 of episode 156. I will be back to let you guys know about that one. But I want to give a big shout out of thanks once again to my friends Thomas, Christina, Yogi, and Veli. I'm still laughing because it's funny actually calling them by their alter their social media handles. But yeah, it's been really fun building those friendships. I look forward to actually hanging out with those people. Like Christina, as I had stated before, we've hung out plenty of times, and I make sure I'm gonna actually hang out with some of these my other friends as well. But let me know again what you guys thought of the episode, and again, make sure you tune in for part 2 that will be posted very shortly. But you can always join the conversation. You can email the show at 0 to 100pod@gmail.com. It's the number 0TO100pod@gmail.com. And you can also follow me on all the socials. If you simply start searching at WCW Poet, make sure you subscribe and share to the 0 to 100 podcast. I really appreciate you guys and love hearing your feedback. And let me know what you think. I'm trying to also, it's so weird. I'm going to say it right now. I'm trying to figure out what's up with my background because I don't know if I need to upgrade my laptop or get a better camera or something, but it's driving me nuts. And if you have any tips, let me know. Again, you can email me at 0 to 100pod@gmail.com. This has been part 1 of episode 156. Be on the lookout for part 2. And thanks for watching and listening. We out.